Hi, welcome to this month's monthly boost.
Unleash your holistic healing potential. Discover more with Best Holistic Life app.
I want to talk about the power of positive thinking. Now, I know that you guys think that's woo-woo and I can't just think things into reality, but the truth of the matter is we can absolutely start the process by thinking things into reality. And the easiest way to do that is to be aware of what's going through your brain. So you hear that term all the time, monkey brain, right? That's that voice in your head that tells you you're not going to be able to quite get that done. Why are you going to start this? You've already tried it once before and it didn't work for you. Part of that is the monkey brain protecting you from being hurt, from possibly failing. I want you to stop listening to the monkey brain voice. And I want you to listen to that gut feeling that tells you, I got to do this. I have to try this again. But when it comes to the power of positive thoughts and how it works, is we're creating a roadmap for our brain. Our brain doesn't know the difference. It doesn't program itself, although you think it may. It programs by what we feed it, what we're putting into it daily in a thought pattern, by what's around us and what we surround ourselves with, what we're reading, what we're watching on TV, the music we're listening. All of that is programming our beautiful mind like a big computer. What I want you to do is start programming it differently. Through thoughts, through visual, like people say vision boards are very helpful, but I noticed that things on their vision board have been there forever because they haven't changed the thought pattern, right? They changed the visual pattern, but now we've got to change the thought pattern. And then the next one is the action pattern. So I visually see something I want to make it happen for myself. I start changing the thought pattern and creating that roadmap to where I want to go. So the three key elements are making things come true through manifestation, through power of thought, is doing the first three things, visualizing what you want. I want a better, healthier body. I want a better relationship with my family. I want to grow an incredible business. I want to be able to stand on stage and share my story and my knowledge. All of those things are the visual that we want you to start bringing in. Put it on the boards, put it everywhere. Remember, your brain, whether you realize it or not, are passing by that vision board every day, absorbing it, taking it in, starting to build that loop pattern for you. The next thing is verbal, right? How do I verbally start putting those words into my thought pattern? So what you're going to do is when you pass it, maybe you'll recognize that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to be. What is your brain hearing? That's where we're going. It's going to start making that pattern that leads you there and takes you there. That's where we're going. Get ready. I got to get ready for it. Now your brain's excited. It's like packing for a Disneyland vacation when you were a kid. Let's get ready for it. So you're going to start putting those things into your brain, not like that's something I'm going to plan on doing sometime later. Your brain now says, let's put that on hold. That's coming sometime later. No, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm going on June 27, 19s are already gone, but maybe 31, right? 2031. That's where we're going. And so your brain's now preparing. It has a date, a deadline to get ready for it. So visual, put it out there everywhere. Put it where you're seeing it every day. You may not think you're paying attention to it, but your brain is subconsciously absorbing it. The next is the verbal, like write the thought pattern. How do I get there? Verbally, what am I telling myself to get there? Creating that thought pattern. Well, to get to stages, right? I need to learn and practice my story. I need to tune it in and know that it's educational. I need to get on as many webinars as possible. I need to write about it. I need to verbally do these on little videos like you're doing right now, what I'm doing. I need to create these little short 1-minute heartbeats of my story. I need to get them out there so that people see them and they want more. I need to do these things. Then what do? We take action. We take action so that our brain knows we're serious. We're seeing this visually. We are now having a thought pattern that's creating a roadmap to get there. And now we have to take action. So taking action would not just be the visualization. It would not just be the thought pattern, right? But it would be taking those things and creating it. I visually see this beautiful video coming out. In this video, I'm teaching this. And then you create it. You schedule that on your calendar. Like I live by my calendars, but you schedule it on your calendar and you get out and you make it happen. Here's what happens when we do this. It not only creates a roadmap, it creates a loop. So our thought patterns are simply loops that come into play. So when we get angry, an immediate loop pops up, right? And our instincts will just kick in and take over. So if I get angry, someone offends me, immediately I go into defense mode, maybe. That might be my pattern. Or I just shut down and I say nothing. That might be my pattern. When I recognize that pattern, it's easy to swap out. Oh, I know who you are, right? I know this is my anger thought pattern, and I'm not going to react like this anymore when I'm angry. I'm going to receive the feedback that I'm getting instead with open ears and learn from it. And with love, I'm going to receive it with love. And it takes a while, by the way. That sounds super simple, right? Oh, that sounds too easy. Well, it's not easy. It's hard, because the hardest point is to say, oh, this is coming from anger. I know that I don't want to strike back at you. So I'll just use my anger loop. When somebody attacks me or I feel like I'm boxed in a corner, mine is verbal. And I'll use my verbal arsenal that I've been storing up. It'll just come flooding out, things that I've thought I will never say that to that person because it would be hurtful. It just immediately comes out, and I have to stop myself because words are horrible to use against someone when you're angry. You need to take that beat. So that was my thought pattern in the past. Now I have to leave space. So it's about leaving space for someone to get whatever they have to say out, whether I agree with it or I don't agree with it, right? And it's taking me years to start pulling in that pattern. After a while, instinctively, that thought pattern is replaced. So when someone sparks and I feel anger coming up, immediately my space pattern comes up. I'm going to leave space to allow this person to tell me how they feel, whether it's justifiable. I don't have to defend myself. All I'm doing is leaving space for them to share. And now that's what pattern pops up for me. It really is simple once you start doing that. So what I want you to do this month is pick one thing. I don't care if it's small, it's big, one thing that you want to manifest into happening in your business, a relationship, your personal health. Maybe it's just, I'm going to start taking time for myself and I'm not going to feel guilty about it anymore. So I'm going to create a thought pattern that when I do something for myself, I release that guilt and know that I need to do this for myself, for my mental health, for my well-being. Pick something. I want you to visually plaster it everywhere where you're going to see it. On a mirror when you're brushing your teeth in the morning. I have little messages on my mirror. You're going to post it down the hall, maybe that you're walking out the door where you're grabbing your keys. You're going to stop really seeing it, but your brain will be picking it up all the time. Then I want you to create the words that go with that. So if it's doing something for yourself, I can do something for myself because I can't fill others' cups when I'm pouring from an empty pitcher. So I'm taking the time to fill my pitcher so I can serve others. And that thought process starts relieving that. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it. There's no guilt involved in taking care of myself. That's my one job. And so you're going to start changing that thought pattern. Then you're going to take action. For me, I have a new puppy and I'm booking an hour a day to go play with him, walk with him, make sure he's getting the love he needs because I took on the responsibility of a new puppy and that's what he deserves from me. So I booked that space out, but that also fills my heart with joy, right? I get some exercise, I relax, I get grounded, and I come back to my office desk filled with all kinds of energy and joy. So that was one little thing that I put into mind. So you guys earned all of this. And if you want to manifest it, all you have to do is make those small changes. It takes a while, so don't get disappointed. Just recognize when you trigger something and that old thought process comes in, just say, hey, I see you. I know who you are. And you don't serve me this way anymore. I'm grown. I've grown so much that I no longer need you. And I can create this space and start creating those beautiful spaces. Thank you so much for coming to our monthly coaching boost. This is my jam, is all about mindset, thought patterns. So I get super excited to be able to share this with you. If you guys haven't read my article, the link is below. Please grab my article and read all about changing thought patterns and how to manifest things through changing thought patterns. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your beautiful month, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye.